Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. It's a pleasure to have you with us again for the second part of the video about the highly anticipated part 2 of the second season of The Invincible. Get ready, because we're about to explore the brutal events that marked the return of this series that captured hearts and minds. Throughout this journey, we'll uncover secrets, analyze exciting plot twists, and delve deep into the impacts these events had on the series' universe. So, buckle up and get ready for an unforgettable experience. Let's dive in. Donald, in the series, I'm not sure if I'm really enjoying it. It just erases his entire superhero past. Sure, it's quite similar to his origin story, right? But delving into his drama with the transformation excludes some scenes, some important aspects, like, for instance, Breed, the hero who partnered with Donald. It also changes the way Donald's wife discovers he's a cyborg, and even erases the character of Rick Sheridan, who underwent a similar transformation in the comics. Rick chats with Donald, revealing how tough his life was, losing his wife, facing numerous challenges. He'd be the experienced guy, right? But the series chose to depict him as a rookie in this situation. I understand it makes sense for the series adapting from the comics, so patience. It's not that bad. You know, we had two major attacks on Earth in this episode. The first one is the coffin coming from space, which we'll discuss now. And the other was the attack by the Lizard League. Truly a global threat if they reached Earth. People would easily be dominated by them in no time. The episode adapted this very well, based on issues number 38 and 39 of the comics. In this episode, which tells the story of the Lizard League and the Squids, and to not say that they changed nothing, there were some changes to the story that Supermorph told, because in the series, he says he wanted to go to space since he was a child, so he gave that punch to astronaut Rue Livingston there, right? And took his place. In the comics, it's different. There's a whole thing with factions of Martians, where one of them disagrees with the way they treat the Squids. So they decide to set them free, and with that, Supermorph is sent in place of Rose to Earth, and Rose is intentionally left on Mars to serve as a host for the collective mind of the Squids. One of the changes was also how Adam Eve goes through the wall of the Martian's ship, because in the series, she passes through the wall, sort of molding the matter. In the comics, she also enters with other heroes, but she makes a hole in the ship's wall, and then she seals the hole. Another detail is the armor she's wearing in the comics. She has armor, but she only uses it at another moment. The fight against the Squids didn't end, but from this phase of the comics, the fight that matters most, surprisingly, is Rex's fight against the Lizard League. I left this part because it's like, guys, what a fight, what an animal fight, what am I gonna say? I'm sure you weren't giving much credit to the Lizard League and the 3 members of the Globe Guardians who stayed behind, Rex, Duplicate, and Shrinking Violet, but this is by far one of the craziest team fights in the whole series. Tell me if I'm wrong, the Komodo dragon really cleaned house there. The guy killed Duplicate so many times that she couldn't even make copies anymore until the moment came when it was no longer possible. She was crushed against herself, right? Then we saw Shrinking Violet go through Salamander's eye and blow the guy's brains from the inside. You have to be cold-blooded to do that, but I think the adrenaline of seeing her colleague, Duplicate, being killed served as motivation. Another curiosity is that in the comics, Shrinking Violet is a man, and there she doesn't kill Salamander. She simply gets swallowed by the Komodo dragon and gets screwed. I found this twist brilliant in the series because the same thing happens, but at the beginning, they make it seem like the Shrinker is going to destroy the Komodo dragon from the inside. It was a doubt I had when I read the comic. Why doesn't the guy explode the other from the inside, right? But there's the answer. If the guy is tough on the outside, in most cases, he'll also be tough on the inside. So, if the Shrinker increases in size, she's the one who gets screwed. She'll be crushed inside. This, by the way, answers a lot about Marvel, doesn't it? Because people make a fuss. because it doesn't go into Hulk's rear end, it can go inside Kaboom or Thanos. For me, it doesn't matter. This is the highlight of the episode. What a fight by Rex. I know everyone fought, but this is the moment in the comic that shows Rex is more than just a boring, unfaithful jerk. Sure, he's got his flaws, but he's tough as nails. In the comic, he takes down the iguana, the salamander, and the Komodo dragon. The shrinking duplicate doesn't cut it in the comics. On one hand, I thought it was cool because the duplicate was just there to fill space, right? On the other hand, this is Rex's moment. Trust me, he's going to shine in the next episode. Did you see that? The guy chomped on Rex's hand. Damn! Awesome! Anyway, folks, I'm really pumped about Invincible's return. It didn't disappoint at all. All the changes were worth it. In the end, everything was good for me. And next week there's more. But don't be sad, there'll be more videos.